It's the soggy weekly for me the last 2 weeks.
Last 2 weeks of Soggy Weekly.
Yeah. I'm telling you, really soggy.
Oh, I know. Hey, it's Dads of Erie.
Episode 5.
Jay and RJ.
Cinco.
Episode 5, yo. So what's going on, Jay?
Oh, man. Well, I did pick up the Hometown Weekly tonight out of my driveway for 2 days. It's been there.
I think everybody in my neighborhood does the same thing.
Well, I didn't want to touch it because it was like soggy and moldy and degrading in my driveway.
It is pretty bad this week, yeah.
I mean, for the last 2 weeks.
I don't know if they buy the cheapest bags possible, but it seems like it doesn't stand to any moisture at all.
No, for the last 2 weeks when they drop it, it is raining that day.
Yeah, that's just the way the weather's been, I guess, too. So
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
because we were going to bring you the crime blotter this week, but that didn't happen
No.
because,
because it was so soggy
so
mess.
soggy mess. So can't bring you the crime blotter.
It reminds me of like Cheerios after they degrade about
Ew.
20 minutes in the milk.
They just dissolve when you touch them.
Totally true. I picked it up and put it in the trash, and that was that.
Nice. Hey, I realized you know what we forgot to say
What's that?
in our last episode? Happy Mother's Day.
Oh, yes, for all those moms out there.
For the moms of Erie, including our own
Yes.
moms and our wives.
Wives, yeah. Did you get something special for your mom or your wife?
No.
Oh,
But we did something special for them.
yeah.
Yeah. So
Okay.
it wasn't, I don't gifts maybe not so much, but experiences or
Way better.
yeah.
Yeah, especially on Mother's Day. You know why?
Why?
Because on Dad's Day, we get, instead of gifts, we get experiences as well.
Like naps
Or golf,
or golf. Yeah.
or shooting.
Or shooting. Something
That'd be
fun.
Yeah.
Something fun and manly. So what's going on this week in Erie, Jay?
Oh, man, it has been a beautiful week in Erie. Do you know, I made a comment last week about how this is the city of no shade. I've been thinking about that a lot lately.
About the lack of shade?
Yeah.
Old Town has lots of shade. There's all those old trees. They're huge. I think the problem is all the rest of the city is,
No shade.
yeah, it's all new, and so everybody's got twigs for trees.
It's so true. The tallest tree outside of Old Town Erie is how tall?
Maybe 10 feet.
Maybe.
Or maybe 20. We'll be generous and say 20 because
Hey,
there's
yeah.
a few older they're getting up there. They're in their 20s now.
All right, dads, if you have a tree taller than 20 feet, take a picture, hashtag Dads of Erie for us.
We want to see it. We want to see your big trees.
Prove it. Outside of Old Town Erie.
Yeah. If you're in Old Town, it's not fair.
It's not fair. Yeah, you've been there a long time.
Or if you're out in the country and
yeah,
same thing. You've been out there a while. We're talking,
The funny thing
current
about
Erie.
Yeah, the funny thing about that is that I read books about oak trees and other trees in my story time with my kids, and then I realize I have no big trees.
It's true. I think that's kind of a Colorado problem in general. Though. We don't have like the giant trees.
Yeah, especially on like the Front Range.
Yeah.
Have you ever noticed if you look west, you see the mountains. If you look east, you basically see Kansas, Texas, and Oklahoma summed up.
Yeah. I've always thought, having a road trip out to Kansas every once in a while, think
Ooh.
like this is you get east of I-25, you're really already in Kansas. You've already crossed into that territory.
Yeah,
With few exceptions, but for the most part.
for the most part, there's some oases out in Kansas.
There are.
I mean, they usually have coffee.
Yeah. You get out to eastern Kansas, it's not bad.
Yeah, eastern Kansas is actually pretty cool. I like
Yeah.
Manhattan
Yeah.
a
Where,
lot.
K-State is, yeah.
Yeah, it's a beautiful town.
It is, yeah.
But yeah, there's no shade in this town. I'm finding that out because one reason is I'm bald. As a dad of his mid-30s, I'm balding.
So you shave your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then I have to wear my dad's hat.
Your dad, your like Indiana Jones hat.
Totally. Which my wife approved when I bought it in Taos, New Mexico. Okay?
She was okay with it then?
Yeah, she
Oh,
was
okay.
like, that looks great. I was like, thanks.
No, you're on to the dad hat.
I'm on to the dad hat. That's the if you have to describe your stages of life, one of those is the dad hat stage.
You could almost look at your life through stages of hats. You could think about.
Oh, that's really profound.
You get the little bonnet, or the little knitted cap when you're born. Then eventually you get the ball cap, and you wear that through most of your childhood, and then you kind of get into adulthood. And then
wait. No, you forget childhood. In middle school, you turn it around backwards.
Oh.
That's another stage.
True. And then in high school, you wear the flat brim with the sticker still on it.
Totally. Making it fresh.
Keeping it fly.
That,
fleek.
That sort of dates you as well, buddy.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
And then you move into
the 20s is the Patagonia hat.
Yeah. Yeah, you got, or like
it's like the trucker hat.
Or the outdoorsy kind of hat.
Yeah, like, hey babe, I fish.
And then 30s into 40s, you're like, yeah, Indiana Jones had it right. He had it figured out.
Dad hat.
Dad hat figured out.
And then after that, what happens? Is it the bucket hat thing happens? What is
I feel
that
like there comes a phase where then you're like, just get a bucket hat.
Yeah,
I don't need the brim to be stiff and out there. I want it just kind of flopping in the breeze.
Yeah, because I'm gonna stuff it in the back of my pocket.
Yeah,
I don't need it to crimple.
Yeah, exactly.
Or crease.
And then what do old people wear? I guess it's just bucket hat from there. So we're on to our next phase after dad hat. I'm gonna make the dad hat last for a while then.
Yeah, it does. The bucket after the bucket hat is the guy who wears a hat that he got for free somewhere.
Some random brand or whatever.
Yeah, it's usually like Seed or like a farmer hat.
True.
Or it's a really bad Denver Broncos hat with a bad
like a Safeway.
flap. Yeah,
like it was a giveaway.
Yeah,
the giveaway hat.
Yeah, the giveaway hat. That's the next stage.
Okay, after the bucket hat.
We still have time.
Okay, good. All right. Well, I don't even have a dad hat, so
oh man,
I'm falling behind here.
No, you're hold out.
I'm still on the baseball hats. If and when I wear a hat.
Yeah, you never wear a hat.
It's a Buffs hat, so.
Yeah. Oh, man. What else is new these days in Erie?
Well, hey, there's an event coming up on the 27th of May.
Oh, what's that?
The Erie Chamber of Commerce Concerts in the Park
starts.
So it's once a month. The next one will be June 24th. We can talk about that when it comes up too. It doesn't say what band it is, but usually it's kind of a fun cover band.
Oh.
There's like a U2 cover band that comes every year. There's one that plays 80s music. There's some fun ones that come along.
That's really cool.
Yeah. So
that reminds me of Erie Commons actually does food trucks in the park on Thursday.
Has it started?
Well, it started this last week, but it got rained out.
Oh, okay.
May and rain here in Erie. But yeah, it's Thursday nights in Erie Commons.
Okay.
What's Lehigh Park?
That's over in Erie Commons. Yeah, speaking of Erie Commons.
Yeah, Lehigh Park. And they do it every Thursday going through the summer, I think.
Yeah.
I really think so.
I think you're right, yeah. I'd be interested to see some of these new neighborhoods, like Colliers Hill, Erie Highlands. Will some of their HOAs kind of maybe do the same? I'm assuming it's the Erie Commons.
Yeah, but
HOA that organizes that. But I don't know.
I'm sure it is. However, they have a really great park over there.
They do. We should talk about that park.
Yeah, well, Colliers Hill and Erie Highlands don't have that great park yet.
No, because Erie Highlands, they have the one park, but they're supposed to have more parks coming. And I think Colliers Hill is the same kind of deal.
It's coming.
Yeah, it's coming. It's part of the construction or whatever.
Is it like Star Wars to be announced 2019?
Yeah, pretty much. I think so.
Yeah, but Lehigh Park is a really cool park, actually.
It is. Yeah. So Lehigh Park is the one that's in Colliers Hill or
Erie Commons,
east.
East, yeah.
So if you come to the rec center, you go east from there into Erie Commons, and it's there in the middle, Lehigh Park. What does it got? I mean, I know I can picture it.
Is this our first park review?
I think it is.
Whoa.
Are we going out of minivans on the park reviews too? We're going.
Yeah, I would say
swing
so.
sets.
No.
Minivans. That's going to be our rating system.
I like that rating system.
Okay.
It's really original.
Super original.
Oh yeah, but Lehigh Park's really cool. Actually, I did the loop tonight with the family, so we walk around Coal Creek Trail and make our way, and sort of the reward for the kids to jump out and go to Lehigh Park for a while. It has like a tree type theme for the park itself.
Noticed that, yeah. Uh-huh.
Which it seems pretty tall for especially a 4 and 2-year-old. So it's it's an adventure there for them.
Yeah, no, because it's got that big play structure in the middle.
Yep, and
it's got a big open field, right? Like kind of a soccer field. Size.
They do summer leagues out there like
Yeah.
soccer, and I saw flag football tonight actually starting up
Really?
again. Yeah,
Flag football in the spring?
yeah, and I thought that was weird too.
But I the other day we were at the rec center park and they were doing flag football. So maybe they just do it year round now.
Maybe the seasons are like summer and fall or something.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then they have the splash pad. Don't forget the splash pad.
I wonder if it's probably starting up. Probably Memorial Day. I'm
Memorial.
guessing,
It's
maybe.
if it's
Kinda like a
Colorado.
pool,
Yeah, it's a Colorado calendar.
Kinda like the
splash
pool,
pad.
yeah.
And they have a pool, but I know that pool is locked.
Well, it's part of Erie Commons.
Yeah, so we can't really review that pool because. Have you ever been to that pool?
I have not. No.
Yeah, me either. We can't review it then.
Well, hey, somebody's got to let us in now.
I know.
Somebody's
Someone's got to
review it.
give us some keys.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a really great park for kids, especially the age range I'm talking about, 5 and under, maybe.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's some opportunities there for older kids, but definitely it's aimed towards the younger kids. You know, there's the structure is super not high. It's not super high, but it has some good sized slides,
and it's shaded.
And they have some swing sets.
Yeah, and here's another thing that we talked about in episode 4 though. There's not actually a permanent bathroom out there. It's a porta potty.
Oh, well, at least it has a porta potty because there are a lot of parks that don't have any facility.
Yeah, and
even porta potty.
Yeah, totally. And that porta potty actually is very clean all the time. I know that because my 4-year-old has to go potty when we get there
every
usually.
single time. Yeah, no, always.
But yeah, that porta potty is really clean. I've been impressed with it.
Nice, that's good. I mean, at least they have one. Like I said, a lot of the parks don't even have that.
Yeah.
So.
And it has actually a wooden structure around the porta potty, so it doesn't get blown over, it doesn't get really messed with.
That's nice. Yeah.
It is nice. It's a little.
So it's a permanent one too.
Yeah. Yeah. It's a great park. Their swing sets are good.
Any downsides to it?
Oh gosh, I don't know. There's a hidden find there actually at Lehigh Park.
Huh.
They have one of those book little nook things that you can open up.
Free library or whatever.
Free library. Oh, I like those things a lot.
They are kind of cute. Yeah.
There's some in Old Town too.
I've seen a few. I think it's a lot of times just people put them up themselves.
Yeah,
so.
I think the Erie Commons put it up.
Yeah.
And my kids actually find books out of there occasionally.
Do you take them back?
Yeah, we either take those books back
or something different.
Yeah, something different. So that's sort of fun. That's sort of an adventure for a 4-year-old and 2-year-old to find some new books out of the middle of a park.
Yeah, no, that is cool. So, okay.
That's a good touch.
Out of the 5 minivans. So this is our first park rating, so we can't be giving it a 5 right off the bat.
I know, but it's one of the staples of Erie.
It is. It is definitely a gathering point too, because Erie Commons is generally kind of the center of town too. So
yeah, and it's along the bike path, so those who are pulling trailers or walkers usually stop there for the kids to play too.
It's a good break too. Yeah.
And it's a really good park. The downside is they have a slide. Next time you'll notice this, it's actually turned upside down.
Really?
Yeah. So there's 2 slides, and they're wood logs.
Okay.
One is turned the right side up, so you can slide down. The other one is turned over, and no one can climb up it because it's so slick on the other side.
Really? But it's supposed to kind of maybe be a climbing thing or not? Or just...
I'm really confused because the animals underneath it are upside down too.
Weird.
I know. It's like the most ridiculous thing ever. It's like there could be 2 slides at the very top that are really fun and long.
Weird.
However, one of them turns upside down.
I'll have to look for that. Or we should take a picture of that and put it up on
That's fun.
our Instagram or
Yeah.
something.
Someone can weigh in on why that happened.
Okay, here's a point of discussion.
Yeah.
Okay, park surfaces here. Because
Yeah.
Lehigh is the rubber, mat, right?
Yeah, it's like the old shoe rubber mat that got
But
melted
it's solid.
in.
It's not.
solid.
It's not like chunked up rubber. It's a
Yeah.
solid floor, but it's rubber and kind of bouncy.
Yeah, and
That over like a sand or a mulch or
is way
pea
better.
gravel. It's way I
Yeah.
agree. Yeah,
it's they could be patching it up a little bit. There's some
He's getting
areas
some chunks
yeah.
out.
I mean, it's old.
Yeah.
It's older than most parks right
Well, I'm
now.
sure. Yeah,
In Erie. But that is a really good surface.
is it? Yeah. No, sand is always a little obnoxious because you get the shoes full of sand and the
it's-
shorts full of sand and all that. And
Yeah,
it's
it's
everywhere.
guaranteed bath every time.
Yeah.
Um,
Mulch is kind of
yeah, mulch is nice if it's fresh.
and that is the key.
Yeah,
That
it
is
has to
definitely
be
the
like
key.
season fresh right there.
Yeah, they got to be bringing in that truck every season to refill and keep it fresh.
I completely agree
Yeah.
there.
So it's kind of nice that Lehigh has that rubber surface, though.
I know.
That is good. That is an up. So you thinking 5? Are you thinking five minivans out of 5?
Oh man, the problem is, does the rubber surface get too hot in the summer?
I guess we'll have to see.
Does
I
it
don't
just
think it
like
does.
radiate heat?
I don't think it gets too bad.
Yeah, the black one. So I've been to some parks in Erie that have the black rubber, and they actually get hotter and stay hotter. Of course,
Well, of
right?
course, yeah.
But this one is the blue and like light blue mixture.
Yeah.
So it seems to,
I think it probably saves itself a little on that.
yeah. Man, I don't know. It's tough because we're leading off with our first park review.
We picked a good park to review, though. That's
Yeah,
we didn't start with like a swing set that's from 1960 that's rusted.
Yeah,
We started with probably one of the better parks in Erie.
true. In fact, there's a ramp actually to get on to the park
That is
from
cool,
the
too,
west side of it, which I think is really thoughtful.
It is, yeah. Because I'd imagine if you had a kid that has any sort of disabilities, I think a lot of parks would be inaccessible.
Yeah, and this, you could wheel someone up there.
Yeah, and there's a lot of stuff to play with on the platform itself.
Right.
So
Or if you had a newborn or a baby that's already asleep and your kids want you to play up at the top, you can wheel them on.
good point too. Yeah.
So
good tick there for. So far, it sounds like all winning for Lehigh.
yeah, it really is. I don't know, man. I'm going to call it.
Could we do a half star off just because it's not a real bathroom?
Yeah.
I mean, is that kind of a selling point to me?
Yeah.
To me, it's a selling point to be able to have a real bathroom with hand washing facilities.
Yeah, I would have completely agree.
I'm
on
glad
that
it has a
one.
porta potty, so it's not
Mhm.
losing a full star.
No, definitely not. And it's a premier park of Erie.
Yes.
So it's even that half of a van taken away.
It's still pretty loosey.
Yeah, because we haven't seen all the parks, and I think we're when we come back through visiting like 10 parks,
We should, yeah.
Lehigh is going to be
Right
up
on
there.
the top of the list.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
I
have a
agree. I'd
feeling.
agree. I would, yeah. Having spent a couple years as a dad in Erie now, definitely,
Yeah.
yeah.
The splash pad is way cool.
It is a very basic splash pad. That is the one thing I will knock
Yeah.
against it, is that it's just water coming in, because there are other ones that have like interactive or
Right.
other things to play with. But the kids just love the water, so it doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
But
as long as they get cooled off to play, I'm game.
you're good.
Yeah, I'm going to give it a 4.5.
4.5 minivans out of 5.
Yeah.
All right.
There you have it, folks.
There's the standard, basically, almost.
Yeah, it's going to be tough to beat.
We'll have to see if anybody gets close.
Yeah. It has serious game for Erie.
Yeah. Hey, we discovered something cool this weekend.
What's that?
That the Shell has ices as well.
Oh, we
Because
did.
Burger King's icy machine was down.
It was down. Both red lights on the machines of the Fanta and the Coke.
And the Coke. It was a bad day at Burger King.
It was a bad day.
Although we did have a buy one, get one free Whopper coupon.
Which, by the way, explain how you pulled that off.
So Burger King uses an app system for their coupons now. I mean, they still mail
Okay.
them out. I'm sure everybody in Erie gets them in their mail.
Yep.
But they have an app as well. But the app is supposed to be, it only allows you to use the coupon when you're at a Burger King, and it detects you're at a Burger King. Well, they haven't made our Burger King the Burger King in the app yet.
Yeah.
So you just tell them I want to use this one. They go, okay, and they just take it off.
Wow.
And there's really good ones in there like that, like a buy one, get one free. So we bought one Whopper, we got one Whopper free, and we bought 2 fries, and that was our lunch
Yeah.
after doing some cleanup. So, hey, it was a pretty good deal.
It was a pretty sweet deal. So it's an app worth actually having.
It is. I think so, yeah.
Well, but we also found out there's another icy in town
Yeah, at the Shell.
at the Shell.
Yeah.
What flavors did they have? They just had 2. They
Just
had
two of the
Coke.
fruity kind.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
think
think
it
they
was
had
cherry.
Coke or anything. I think they just had cherry and like blue or whatever.
Oh yeah, they did. There was no Coke there.
Although
Although
the Shell was fairly well stocked, though.
Yeah,
For a
that's
gas station.
I really like that Shell.
Yeah.
In fact, someone told me that the best pizza in town is at that Shell.
I've heard a few people say that, and I ate there, and I'll say it's an okay pizza.
Yeah.
It's about Costco pizza level.
Well, Costco pizza is hard to beat because it's so cheap.
Well, that's maybe the downside of this, but it's just kind of that basic pizza, kind of not frozen, but not really great.
Yeah. Well, actually, that brand of pizza is all over the Midwest.
The Hunt Brothers or whatever. It is.
Yeah, I've eaten that, and like especially those Midwest Kansas towns that have nothing.
They
Hunt's
have
Brothers.
yeah.
Yeah. So maybe the people who like the Midwest probably appreciate that pizza. Maybe
Could be.
we were talking to.
Yeah.
But no, it's a great shell. There's plenty of pumps. It's always super clean.
Yeah, they got the Blue Rhino.
Yeah, the Blue Rhino. That's important this time of year.
Yes, it is.
How many times do you think you'll have to go visit for a Blue Rhino?
Probably once a month, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because we grill a lot. Like, we grilled tonight. We'll probably grill again sometime I think I'm probably going to grill Saturday.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, there's Blue Rhino there. So
Yeah,
is
that's
it
always
Blue
good.
Rhino at the other one? The
At
Conoco?
Conoco? I don't think there is.
I haven't noticed it.
I haven't noticed either. I always go to Shell.
Conoco has cheaper ice. Have you noticed that?
Do they?
Yeah.
I wonder if Burger King sells ice. Because some of the McDonald's sell ice. So I wonder if Burger King sells ice.
Oh, that's another thing we need to ask next
yeah.
time. Yeah, so the icy machine was down at Burger King, so we had to run over to the...
To the Shell.
It wasn't for me, though.
It was not for you.
Who was it for?
It was for your wife.
My wife had texted, said, please bring home one of these.
It was a hot day.
It was a very hot
And they
day.
had taken the kids to the park. So
And there was no shade.
there was no shade. In the town of no shade.
Yeah. Which someone pointed out this week that the logo for the town is a tree.
Well, you do look around Old Town, and there are a lot of bigger
Oak trees.
oak trees
Yeah.
and cottonwoods.
Oh, yeah. There's a
the
lot.
cottonwood is going nuts right now, too, I'm sure. So I think there are trees around, but the town, the remainder of the town is very young in the scheme of things, to the point where the lack of trees becomes fairly obvious.
Totally. Hey, let's talk about something else. We got past Erie Dump Day. How did it go?
Well, we learned some things.
Yeah.
Didn't we? Yeah, we learned that it's not just freewheeling, bring whatever you want and dump it at the dump.
Wait, we learned actually that don't trust Jay to find out the info for this while we drive to the dump.
Yeah, that's what we learned too.
Okay.
So we learned that at the town, what is it? The service center, Leon Worrell Service Center over off Bonnell, I think is what it is. They had a metal scrapper there, so they were taking any metal. So they took like your old screen door and your bike.
Yeah, and I got rid of the bike, people. Status update.
Bike is gone.
But did you see the toolbox?
I was a little like, I think we can grab that.
Yeah,
there was like a really good like 5-drawer like Craftsman toolbox.
Yeah, it's like,
there.
Why would you get rid of this?
Why would somebody? I don't know. So who knows? But anyway, so they took metal there. Then they were doing the shredding there, and then they also had Goodwill there. But Goodwill would not take furniture. We kind of talked them into your
shelf,
which wasn't really like a bookshelf, so it wasn't like a huge piece of furniture.
It was like IKEA shelf.
It kind of worked out, but it worked out that they took it. But just in the future years, we know that furniture is probably not going to go. And then the dump was open for yard waste.
Yeah, yard waste or like anything that would.
So I mean, generally, you could probably get rid of most anything. Furniture would be the one exception.
Yeah. And the shredder, we learned the shredder is the longest line of the year.
That was really a long line.
Yeah. People don't buy shredders at Costco?
I don't have a shredder currently, no.
Oh, you don't?
Do you?
Yeah, we have a shredder.
Oh.
That's like one of the first purchases we had as a married couple.
Well, I wish we did, because I don't know what else to do with it.
People don't take their like stuff they need to shred and go to work either, because there's always a shredder at work.
That's true. I have thought about that.
It's not like you're really using the work material. Like you're not like taking something from work, you're just adding to the trash.
True. Very true. Good point.
Well, unless you have like major tax files, I could see why a bulk shredder might be preferable.
Yeah, I could see that.
Also, I went to a party in Erie.
I heard about this party.
Yeah, they set the standard for parties.
Was this his 40th? Is that why it was such a big deal?
It was his 40th,
okay.
yeah. And it's a family that I think they do parties or birthdays really well.
There are definitely those families out there that like birthdays are,
which got
like
me thinking.
You're king for a day when it's your birthday.
Which got me thinking, like maybe I need to start doing that in my family.
Be kind of fun. I mean,
yeah, we don't make that big of deal of birthdays. I mean, they're special, family time, maybe our favorite meal, right?
But it's not like king for the day.
Yeah, this birthday party had a mechanical bull in its backyard.
I want to know how much we should consider that when we're, pushing the 40.
Pushing the 40?
Yeah.
Actually, I did not get on the mechanical bull.
You did?
No, because I thought,
oh, come
as
on.
a 35-year-old,
boo.
I know.
Boo.
Here's the thing.
Well, that's it, folks. Have a good.
Yeah. As a 35-year-old, if I get hurt on this thing, that's maybe a lifelong injury, like a back.
Oh
neck.
my gosh.
Okay, I know
it's probably a little true, but at the same time,
like
boo.
Yeah,
boo to you, sir.
In fact, I actually could walk the next day because most of my friends who I ran into for the next 2 days had bruises on their thighs.
We're a little sore
and
from
were
the
a
ball.
little sore.
Well,
Those aren't the people I see at the rec center either, though. So
that's also the other part of it.
yeah, but I'm sure most people were sore from that day.
I bet.
And it was a blast though. And here's the thing: the Erie is so cool because the neighbor kids were all jumping on their trampoline trying to peek over the fence as these adult men and women try to ride a mechanical bull
in somebody else's backyard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you see all these little 13-year-old girls bouncing together on the trampoline, and the boys in the neighborhood trying to take a peek of the mechanical bull.
That's awesome.
It was fun. It was a Mexican theme.
Yeah.
And man, they had the best barbecue pork I've ever had.
How's that Mexican?
Well,
It's like barbacoa.
Barbacoa, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Barbecue pork that was a spicy. It was really,
nice.
yeah. And they had some of the best desserts I've seen in a long time.
I did see some of those on Instagram.
Yeah. Maybe we should regram one of those desserts.
We should. Those cookies.
Those cookies were
Well,
good.
Yeah. Looking professional.
It was a blast. In fact,
Looks like a blast.
the only requirement for a birthday present was most people brought alcohol for him at 40 years old.
Wow.
Or nice bottles of, whiskey, top shelf stuff, or
Nice.
random, hard to find brews. It was pretty cool.
Cool. Set the standard for 40th birthday parties
especially in Erie.
now.
Can we also talk about making May the 4th be with you a national holiday?
Let's just talk about the fact that that's just a made-up day.
No, it's not. How many more years do you think it'll take before that's a national holiday?
I don't
20?
know, but Sony tried to push Alien Day it was
What?
426 because on the first Alien movie they go to some planet 426 or whatever.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah. So I mean,
don't care.
you start opening the door to too much.
Yeah, but May the 4th be with you is
I think it's-
incredible.
I think it's good.
It's
but-
good. Everyone wears their Star Wars shirts that day or socks or whatever they have. It's pretty cool.
True.
Thanks for hanging out with us tonight.
Yeah.
The
Good
basement
episode 5, long
yeah,
one.
The basement has treated us well.
It has.
It's a good
It's
basement.
nice and cool down here now.
Yeah. Thanks to all the guys who are commuting this morning or this afternoon.
Yeah, hopefully I-25 or Arapahoe or 52 is treating you all right.
I hope you're not listening to our podcast while you're working out at the rec center. That'd be miserable.
Listen to us babble on for 27 minutes.
Yeah, you can definitely listen to us in a commute.
Well, that's episode 5. I just unplugged the thing. Oops. Oh, well. It's live, folks.
It's live. It happened.
Live podcasting.
Hey, we're really appreciative. If you can find us on Dads of Erie on Instagram,
Dad's of Erie on Instagram.
hashtag Erie, Colorado as well to catch
Yep.
our attention.
Yep.
Where else can they find us?
I think that's about it, really.
dadsoferie@gmail.com too.
Oh, yeah, if you want to email us. Well, anything else, Jay?
That's it.
All right. Have a good week, guys.
Peace.